Hey everyone, welcome to Daily News Analysis. Let's look at some of the important news of January 19th. Supreme Court will hear Google's plea for stay on Competition Commission of India's 1337 crore fine today, that is on January 19th. So the Supreme Court has agreed to hear this plea for a stay against the CCI's order of imposing a 1337 crore fine for alleged anti-competitive practices in relation to mobile devices running on its Android system. The case came up yesterday before a bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, and with just a quarter of an hour of court time left, the bench told the lawyers that it would commence hearing on the morning of January 19. Senior advocate A.M. Singhvi for Google agreed about the seriousness. He had earlier said that there was no delay in the US multinational firm's part to challenge the CCI order. This news we have already discussed at several places. This has been ongoing. So let's see what happens today, how the Supreme Court reacts to the Google's plea. Objectives of SIMI against the basic fabric of constitution. What is SIMI? Students Islamic Movement of India. So the center says that the objectives of the SIMI are against the basic fabric of the constitution because SIMI aims to mobilize students youth in the propagation of Islam and obtain support for jihad. The center tells Supreme Court in its affidavit by listing reasons for banning the organization. SIMI is influenced by and used by various fundamentalist Islamic terrorist organizations operating inter alia from the state of Jammu and Kashmir. And also, SIMI has a wide reach. That is, SIMI, through its members, has contacts in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, Nepal. And being an organization for students' youth, SIMI is influenced by and used by various fundamental Islamist terrorist organizations operating inter alia from Jammu and Kashmir. Terrorist organizations such as Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Taiba have successfully managed to penetrate into the SIMI cadres to achieve their anti-national goals. It is active in states including Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and West Bengal. It has regrouped under the names such as Wahadat-e-Islami in Tamil Nadu, Indian Mujahideen in Rajasthan, Karnataka, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, and Delhi, Ansarullah in Karnataka, Muslim Muttahida Mihad in Uttar Pradesh, Wahadat-e-Ummat in Madhya Pradesh, and Nagrik Adhikar Suraksha Manch in West Bengal. So all this was reported by the center that this is the situation of SIMI, and uh, it was regarding the ban on SIMI, that should the ban be lifted. So this is it's a Muslim for mobilizing support to create a caliphate. SIMI wants to replace Indian nationalism with an international Islamic order, and it considers idol worship as sin. So this was said by the Union Ministry, and this was listed as the objections before the Supreme Court for banning the organization. A petition seeking to revoke a July 2019 ban on SIMI as an unlawful association under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act 1967 came before a bench led by Justice Sanjay Krishna Kaul. On Wednesday, the court adjourned the hearing. Tripura, Meghalaya, Nagaland will vote in February. So counting in all three states will held on March 2. Election Commission also announces by-polls to 6 assembly seats in 5 states and the Lakshadweep Lok Sabha constituency on February 27. So the Election Commission has announced the election schedule for Tripura, Nagaland, Meghalaya assemblies. While polling will be held in Tripura in February 16, Nagaland and Meghalaya will vote on February 27. The votes of the three elections will be counted on March 2. The Election Commission also announced the schedule for the by-elections to 6 assembly across 5 states and the by-elections to the Lok Sabha constituencies of Lakshadweep. All by-elections will be held on February 27 and the results will be announced on 2nd March. Refer Lieutenant Governor issue to 7-judge bench. So the center has told the Supreme Court that the reference of the Lieutenant Governor versus the Aam Aadmi Party, this regime dispute, should be referred to a larger judge bench. Currently, it's in a 5-judge bench. It should be referred to a 7-judge bench. We may not be remembered in history for having handed over the national capital to a complete anarchy, said the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta for Center. Top wrestlers seek WFI chief's ouster. What is WFI? Wrestling Federation of India. So leading wrestlers of the country, Bajrang Punia, Vinesh Phogat, Shakshi Malik, they staged a dharna at Jantar Mantar on Wednesday. They are seeking the removal of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh as the president of Wrestling Federation of India. Why are they doing that? They complain that regarding the trials before important international championships. The trials are held only 10 days before the championships and wrestlers are intimidated only 2 to 3 days before the trial. So it's very difficult for them to practice for that and get participate in that. That is why they are staging a protest. A student society in Kota draw attention of Rights Commission. So as you might be aware that in 2022 alone, there have been 22 cases of student suicide in Rajasthan's Kota, which is the coaching hub of India. So why is this happening? There have been investigations going on. What is the problem students facing there? Is it also about other factors like accommodation, about the study pressure? So that is being investigated here. So the spat of suicides by the students of coaching institutes in Kota has caught the attention of the Rajasthan State Human Rights Commission, which has sought a factual report on the trend from the district administration. As many as 22 cases of student suicides were reported in Kota, known as country's coaching hub in 2022. The State Human Rights Commission has taken suo motu cognizance of the incidents on the basis of reports appearing in newspapers and issued notices to the Kota Collector and Superintendent of Police. SHRC Chairperson Justice Gopal Krishna Vyas said the students coming to Kota for making preparations for competitive exams were seemingly getting frustrated. Center alone cannot determine fake news, says the Editors Guild. So the determination of fake news cannot be in the sole hands of the government, and this will result in the censorship of the press. Already multiple laws exist to deal with content that is found to be factually incorrect. This new procedure basically serves to make it easier to muzzle the free press. So actually the concern is being expressed over a draft amendment which is made to the Information Technology Rules 2021 by the Ministry of Electronics and IT, which empowers the Press Information Bureau to fact-check content and direct social media platforms to take down anything which is deemed fake. So here, the Editors Guild of India wants to remove this procedure. It also urges the ministry to initiate consultations with press bodies, media organizations and other stakeholders on the regulatory framework for digital media so as not to undermine press functions. If government will decide that what is fake news, what is not fake news, then it can definitely misuse this power. So Editors Guild has objection against this. That is why they want that this procedure first of all be removed, that the government is the sole authority deciding whether it's a fake news or not, and alternate ways are being sought to determine that. Microsoft to cut 10,000 jobs as tech layoffs deepens. You must have heard about so many uh, layoffs these days, be it Amazon, be it so many tech companies are laying off employees. So Microsoft has also said on Wednesday that it would cut 10,000 jobs by the end of the third quarter of fiscal 2023. It is the latest sign that layoffs were accelerating in the US technology sector as companies brace for an economic downturn. Microsoft chief Satya Nadella has said that customers wanted to optimize their digital spend to do more with less and exercise caution as some parts of the world are in a recession and other parts are anticipating recession. So that's all for right now. Let's quickly just have a look at the highlights. The first thing is that today Supreme Court is hearing Google's plea for stay on Competition Commission of India's 1337 crore fine. Objectives of SIMI are against the basic fabric of the constitution. This has been submitted by the centre to the Supreme Court. Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland will vote in February. Uh, the centre has asked to refer the LG Aam Aadmi Party issue to a 7-judge bench. Top wrestlers seek the World Wrestling Federation of India's chiefs ouster. They are staging protest. Student suicide in quota draws attention of the State Human Rights Commission. Center alone cannot determine fake news, says the Editors Guild, and Microsoft to get 10,000 jobs as tech layoffs deepen. That's it right now. Thank you so much. See you in the next session with more set of news. Till then, goodbye.